for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Right now, the Pelicans are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do that.
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Bazemore gets the bucket. Greg, tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting. There are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship. What do you think?
You know, there will never be a substitute.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Right side, Arenas. Over in the corner, Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. Here's Lillard. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot selection that you got to be on board with Lillard. Tenacious scorer, but I love the efficient opportunity there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
4 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 4. Now coming into the league with immense potential. Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Back to Lillard. Here's Bazemore. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Stupendous work by Bazemore to force the defense into him there. This skill set really presents a challenge to opposing defenders.
And he's good on the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Iverson with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And the dunk by Iverson.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
Kemp can't hit. Toronto trailing. Pass to Iverson. To the inside. Vucevic with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lillard attacking. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. To the left wing. For 3. Christie can't make it. And the Pelicans with the possession. Takes it inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Vucevic. New Orleans shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
And the shot goes in. Iverson's got his second basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And he drives in, and Iverson throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. There's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Big-time drive from Lillard, and the contact. He has the mindset just to slough it off.
The drive by Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Here's Iverson. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's all.
Back to the action after this word. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Raptors.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
Arenas with it. Camby picks him up. Arenas with the bucket. Arenas has got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent as the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Roy attacking. Takes it from 10. No good that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won most improved player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Batum with the 3. Cans it from downtown. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Marcus Camby.
Porzingis showing a little strength down low that time. You can't get upset at the D for being physical with him on that play.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Camby. Here's Roy driving to the basket.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Cooper. And again, no good by Toronto.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Daniel. Here's Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Carter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Camby good. Camby's got 4 points this quarter.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. It's good from long range. Porzingis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
Stay here.
Here's Arenas.
Timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Allen Iverson on the way. He's got 10. Rebound Camby. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Roy driving inside. That shot off the mark. Pass to Christie. Batum with the steal. Here's Roy, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Right side Roy, and it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Jones drives in, and there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Raptors leading by 12. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Here's Iverson, and the dunk by Iverson.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Outside Roy. Back to Daniels. To stop the run. Sinks the triple.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Isaac outside. High post Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Jones, no one around him. Misses the three.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Batum wide open, he fires. And the wing jumper offline.
He loved to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And so it's Toronto. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting... And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Toronto leading by 13. Here's Iverson. Pass to Porzingis. Sabonis with the steal.
I see him.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Iverson. Sabonis with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. The alley-oop layup. Very well done. And the Raptors lead by 15. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Rutter on the wing. To the paint. Stolen by Pippen. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Lillard. Outside Kemp. Over Siakam. And they call over the back here. Too much contact. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
For Toronto, they've been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Yeah, Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers. Look at that. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pelicans shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Outside Arenas. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now Pippen. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Kemp. Back to Pippen. Stolen by Carter. Fast break Toronto. Here's Arenas. And it's Arenas with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Arenas. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Pelicans shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the technical free throw is good. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we could see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And the Raptors call time here. Raptors leading by 20. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Iverson. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Sinks the three-pointer. Vucevic has got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Pelicans with possession here.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Lillard. The three falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Iverson outside. And another basket for Toronto.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Lillard attacking. Outside for Kemp. From outside the arc. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. For New Orleans, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. On defense, the Raptors. Pass to Bazemore. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Iverson right side. Sabonis with the block. And here's Bazemore. And then Kemp slams it in.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Screen by Porzingis. 2 on the clock. No good that time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Raptors. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pelicans trail by 20. Pass to Batum. Roy is doubled. Here's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And Brandon Roy with the 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Carter looking around. Screen by Porzingis. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Roy gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Raptors leading by 15. Iverson outside. To the wing on the left. Puts the move on. Bank shot. No good. Right side Roy. Outside for Batum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Back to Carter. On pass to Porzingis. And no good that time.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
And it's the Raptors' ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. The shot's good from Carter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions.
Yeah, there's fair and not fair. That's not fair. Lillard pulling out all the tricks.
Outside, Porzingis. And the foul called on Marcus Camby. That'll be his second foul of the game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. In by Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Arenas. Camby with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Oh, he's running. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Raptors.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
And a wide open look for Arenas. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 15. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
.132 left to play here in the fourth. Camby with the block.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Toronto.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Gilbert Arenas.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Shooting one.
They maintained focus all night, and along the way, put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Kicks it out to Lillard.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Arenas. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Levine. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Outside, Arenas lets the 3 fly. The three-pointer is right on target.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Bear.